Alright. Not great, but that's alright. Looking good. All we're aiming for. Alright.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
Prepare for defeat.
Oh. Alright, we'll keep those. So we get enough board control. What we want. Make out.
No disruption.
Thank's not a bad defensive. Okay. Then we're just gonna survive. We can make it to turn 9 and get Argus in our hand. We're set.
Sparkly stuff. Gimme.
Alright, so still one turn off actually being able to use that to our advantage. Alright, Blood Moon, so they're going to set up for a Serpent play. Great.
Lost in wayward ones.
Well, I may as well get ready to counter it. Got the Decree, which is good. If I can avoid it, it'd be nice. Probably the biggest weakness to this deck. You only have one way to deal with Serpent.
My king.
Is that him? Oh, I don't know, is it? Alright.
Obey heaven's word.
Get a banish. Alright, so we got the Decree, which is nice. We can set that up next turn. I really need to pull another Decree just in case. Don't want to run into double bloody Serpent. That'd be a real pain. Alright, so there's one.
Witness the power.
So we're probably going to get another 2 damage. Clear the board. That's going to be about it this turn.
Obey heaven's word.
Now it's going to be nearly impossible. Worst current event. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Carfight? Okay.
I want it. It's like gold to me.
Alright. Too bad. I mean, there's going to be ways to get around it at least.
Oh, Serpent King.
Don't want to waste these priests. But I feel like if I don't do something, I'm going to be lost anyway. Haven is pretty good at the moment. I created the Cerberuses and made a Shadow, but I didn't have much luck with that this morning. So I went back to Haven and I've won the last couple games. I really need to draw into Argus. I don't know. I really hate pronouncing things. Single Haven card. Damn, that's not great. I've got a 50% win rate with this deck so far. Been working on building a spreadsheet. Okay. That at least becomes an easy banish target. And there goes any chance of banishing it. Like. Can't waste another decree. Banishing that's pointless. I'll have to use that to banish that. Back into the 6 probably. I'd die anyway probably, so. 14 game streak with my Jesus, man. I'm trying to think on how I can go about this turn the most effective way possible. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Tarnished Grail. I tried a Tarnished Grail deck for a bit and I didn't have much luck with it. 11 win streak with aggro dragon deck. Wow. Jeez. But then again, it's based on what rank you're at too. So that's probably kind of important. You spare Milvins. I actually pulled one earlier. Extra one. And I built up that Dirt Rune deck. I'm still missing a couple of important cards to build a decent dragon. That's my problem. Okay. Of course, Vampiric Kiss. Fortunately, War Cyclone clears this board pretty easily.
My Tempest shall judge you.
Alright, hopefully we can draw into it. Oh yeah, I've messed around with that a little bit, and yeah, that is pretty crazy. Well, there goes their second Serpent. That's good for me. I might actually use Bahamut instead. Gets rid of the Blood Moon, gets rid of everything. Even though Blood Moon would have been destroyed anyway. But it means I get to keep Decree, which is nice. More like mid-range. Basically, yeah, I would say it's more like mid-range, I guess. 4 days, by 4 days. Oh, nice. Alright, that's no good to him. With the Priest combo, I should be able to remove stuff enough that I can just throw Bahamut at their face. Hey, what's up? Well, actually, I've got Judgment, which is almost just as good as well. I can clear 3 things between Priest and Judgment. Or Judge, sorry. Yes. Oh, yeah, that does happen quite often. Alright, so that's good. I win. Doesn't matter which way I do this. May as well clear it off though. Not too bad. Alright, so that actually finally puts us above 50% win rate with this deck overall. And the first win for the stream. Whew. Oh yeah. Between Haven and Dragon and Shadow, they're basically at the moment the top 3. So expensive. Oh, the rune at the moment, yeah, it's quite expensive. Okay. Thanks. Great. This is not a good matchup for me. Especially when I don't have any clears. Hard early game, yeah. I really haven't seen any Daria like anywhere. I think I've played against one D shift, and that's all I've seen of Rune the whole expansion so far. At least going second with the priest now, it's not too bad. Yeah, get three giants for sure. Alright, since we're going to get that draw next turn. As well. Oh dear. Yeah, Daria does seem to be gone. Even D-Shift isn't around as much because all the other decks now have a lot more early pressure that D-Shift can't handle. Alright.
Your evil deeds end now.
Shadow, you just need to keep their board clear.
I see.
And try to take as little damage as possible. Some ambush sword this day. Yeah, I saw a little bit of ambush sword yesterday afternoon. But today I haven't seen one yet. So, it's interesting.
What in the...
Okay. Better than wasting my priest, which was going to probably be my play. So, not too bad. Looks very fun to play. Yeah, it does look fun. I contemplated building it. I just haven't really bothered to. Now I'm debating on whether it's worth actually decreeing this. Have you tried Heal Haven? No, I haven't. I don't think I've tried Heal Haven yet. If you have a deck list, send it through to Fire Spartan or someone else and I'll do whatever. I'll take a look at it and do it that way. Okay.
What are you hiding inside?
Right. Trying to think of the most effective way to deal with this. Get rid of that one. I like this because it gives me the draw. And we'll just leave that up for now. Worst case, I'm going to drop Decree next turn. I really need to make an Excel sheet just with all my deck lists. That would be so much easier. What I need. What I'm probably going to spend most of today doing. Now what do we got? That guy, alright. Gives all his zombies rush. Great. So he gets a great trade. Kill off stuff. And he gets decent damage. Okay. So the one bonus is that's going to be just 5 damage. Doesn't put me in the best spot. Alright, this is actually the better play. Banish, trade, that leaves a 1-1 on board. I can set up a couple of wards. Gives me a strong defense. And then hopefully drop Curate next turn for the heal. Along with maybe something if I can draw it. Worth a shot, that's for sure. Hmm.
It's the pits for you!
Alright. Can't drop a Hermit yet, which sucks, because that would have been really nice. Okay. Sword 18 attack. Oh, wow, that's insane. You don't want to get memed by that. Alright. Sucks to think about, but Priest will at least banish 2. Argus doesn't really do anything for me, and I'm dead to anything major that gets dropped onto the board. Decree sets him up with 3/1/1s. And I can kill off one of them. Or just set up the bloody ward. I think it's probably where I'm going to go with this. Shit. Didn't account for that many of them. Damn it. At least they don't have evolve, so that's a little bit of a bonus. And I can drop a Hermit next turn for a clear.
This head can't be taken.
And of course, I'm going to be left with 1 health. Oh, what? They can't have just run out of burn, surely. Wow, what a time to just concede.
Suffering.
Like, I was going to be able to drop a Hermit and clear them, but Jesus. I expect him to at least give it a go. Alright. I know, he just conceded. I didn't expect that at all.
Is fighting and despair all you know? You must die!
Alright, not too bad. Hey, what's up? Don't like sword. They tend to beat me out early. Unless I get a good setup against them, which isn't too bad with this hand, so I might actually be in with a shot. Alright.
I go where the wind, time to settle down.
Gotta set up against the thing. Priest isn't much good to me because it's just gonna get bloody hit. Maybe we'll just play the Prism and hope for a tiny damn it, for a oh, what's the other card? I can't remember what the other card's called. I forgot.
Time to settle down.
Will be the new Cancer? It might be the new Cancer. Have to wait and see.
Oh, Serpent King.
I need to set up against this thing.
You are done for.
Become one.
Bad, bad, bad!
Create a ward that's a little hard to get over for now. So I just need to hold out. If I can get a Decree, if I can get an Ancient Lion, if I can get any of those sort of cards, I should be able to set up against this.
Done for.
Of course, they had Dance of Death right when they need it.
Find myself out on the road. Time to settle down.
Okay.
Oh, Serpent King.
Let me show you something. Bad, bad.
Come on, I've just drawn all the Sacred Pleas, and I don't need the Sacred Pleas right now. That's really crappy.
You're safe with me, Captain. It won't be long now. Away with ye, scurvy dog.
My king.
No!
Time to settle down.
That's useless to me. There's no way for me to win this. The deck list for this deck is... You have to give me a sec. Where would that be? I remember where I keep stuff like this. I'm pretty much screwed here. I don't think there's an option to win, so... The frog's gonna kill me regardless. Probably should just play priest.
Let me show you something.
I needed you like 3 turns ago. Alright.
I have lost.
Balancing back out the win-loss a little bit. Alright. We're gonna get there. I got pushed back ridiculously because I lost like 16 games yesterday. I'm only running 2 Argus because that's all I've got.
Spare all you know.
And Bahamut is kind of valuable because it doesn't kill anything else. And when you're versing blood and things like that, it's kind of important. So, I would say the Bahamut's worth crafting. But you don't really need the 3 overall. 3 is more consistent, but not exactly needed. You could probably win a little bit more with 3, but just hard to say because I haven't been able to test that myself. I know, I got pushed back so far. It's just been that bloody Shadow yesterday just wrecked everything I tried to play. It didn't matter what I did, I was losing, you know. Turn 4, turn 5, they had the perfect hands. So... what deck? Well, we got Dragon, which is doing quite well, Aggro Shadow, and
Disruption.
Haven. Control Haven seems to be the top 3 at the moment. Dirt Room may be an up-and-comer if it can find its feet a little bit more. It's just hard to say, it's just so early that the metas just hasn't
No
stabilized yet.
disruption.
I'm just a mage who's as old as dirt.
Done for.
It's just
Alright.
back in the old days.
That's no worries.
My
God. Scripture. Solid. Priest me. Need a way to set up against this. Like this. Oh, jeez. I don't mind these. Like the meta as it is at the moment. It's a little weird, but I really don't like that Shadow is just demolishing pretty much every deck with a decent hand. It's very rare that you'll find a Shadow that doesn't do quite well. Dragon's in a kind of, if you don't curve out properly, you're screwed, but if you curve out properly, you pretty much win, which has become a lot easier for them to do. The new banish spell is probably the best card they were given this set, next to the legendary for 5-drop, legendary 5-drop.
No disruption.
Unbelievable!
I know, everyone, yeah, I didn't expect it to be as good as it ended up being, but Catacombs just end up being insane. The amount of value you get from that card alone is just awesome.
It won't be long now.
I haven't had it do very well this morning, but yesterday it was just like wrecking things. Alright. So, what do we got?
My king.
Probably not. Seraph is too slow. You're going to be playing it and it's going to be a complete dead drop. At least playing AEST turn 9, you can drop the evolve on it. You're better off running another form of clear. So anything that will prolong your life is probably better than playing Seraph. And the mirror match isn't that big of an issue. If you're going first, you win. If you're going second, you lose. Regardless. Seraph isn't going to pop unless you build a deck around it. So really not that big an advantage. If you're going to play a Seraph, you may as well just build a whole Seraph deck and tech in a couple of Argus instead of trying to tech in a Seraph into an Argus deck. Alright. We're not doing too bad here. We're probably going to get demolished once D-Shift gets dropped. Pretty much. God, we're going to get hammered here. Nothing I can do. All I can do is try and place the board up, but I feel like we're going to get D-shifted pretty hard here. I haven't had a chance to test it too much, the Elena one. If you have a deck list for it, I'll check it out. But, yeah, I just haven't been able to get hold of many good deck lists at the moment. Swordcraft looks fun. It's something I want to try, for sure. Try healing. Dropping the ancient line isn't even worth it. I needed to have AEST in my hand. This is where 3 is probably better. But now I'm literally unable to craft any more legends. I just don't have the cards to get rid of. D-Shift control. Yep, pretty much. D-Shift has the advantage in this matchup by a lot. I've got nothing left. I've got to hope they can't clear this with the new cards. Oh, that's good. My first class was Blood, and I'm quite happy with their cards. I just need to be able to build a decent deck around it. I'm missing too many of the obscure legend, well, not obscure, I suppose, the other legendaries for the control style, like Queen Vampire, bloody the other new legend, Belphegor or whatever it is.
This ends here.
All right, I'm pretty much dead. If they can D-shift me, I'm dead. There we go. So they need to D-shift again. The game. There you go. Well, we're still breaking even overall,
I have lost.
which is better than most of my decks have been doing lately. Mostly play Shadow now. I haven't had any luck with it this morning. In my regular videos, I just don't feel it's necessary. I only just started adding face to the streams, and I think having any kind of major overlay for those videos isn't overly necessary. Plus, if I ever want to use the footage in the future, it's a bit hard when you've got a face cam in it. If I want to use it for something else, like background gameplay for news videos or any kind of compilation later on, it becomes more difficult. We'll try running the Shadow. I haven't had much luck with it. I can't lose with it. I just can't win with it. I'm not running an optimal Shadow deck after all, but come on. I should still be able to pick up some wins with it. I played 4 games and lost all 4 in a row. Your Dirt Rune list? I can check it out. You should be able to post it in the YouTube chat because I don't have any moderating system on that yet. I have no clue what to keep and what not to keep in this deck. That's my other big problem. If you got any recommendations for good cards to drop and keep overall, that'd be great. I just have no clue what to do with this deck. I know the basic combos and that's about it. Clear up some wood, yeah, that seems to be the way. I don't want to keep Bone Chimera, I want to keep Cerberus. I'm debating on whether Necro Rabbit's even worth keeping. Got a lot of other early game, and we drew a Necro Rabbit anyway. If I drop Cerberus, I'm probably not going to draw it, that's my only problem. I only run 2 Cerberus, so my odds are a lot less. I didn't have the cost to make 3 of them. Everyone's been running this lately as well. Alright, I'll check that out in a sec. What do I do? If I play Lesser Mummy, it's only going to probably be traded. If I don't play anything, I'm going to be on disadvantage anyway. This is the problem I've been having. I'm drawing hands like this every single time.
What are you hiding inside?
I have no clue where to go from here at all. If I play my own Prince of Catacombs, I'm probably going to be at a disadvantage anyway. I don't see much value. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I didn't see much value in it either. I don't have any decent play. If I trade into that, it's going to kill me with the bloody 1-1 anyway. But if I trade into that, there's going to be 2 1-1s plus a possibility for more. So my only option would be to play Catacomb, trade, get my own 1-1s, and contest the board directly.
What are you hiding inside?
Puts us on an even field.
You're breathing too loud.
How do I get a deck list? Deck codes is a quick way. So, for example, if I post a link in chat somewhere, usually I'm posting a Shadow Portal link, you can go to that. Click on create a deck code, there'll be a deck code. When you go to create a deck, there's a little option for entering deck codes and stuff, and you can enter that and go that way. I feel like that's the only decent play left.
The bones embrace me.
I want to be able to trade. Send deck codes whenever. Too. I'd prefer if you placed them in Shadow Portal links. That makes things a lot easier on my end. Look at decks. Insight Scrub. All the normal stuff. Taboos and Alchemist is okay. Maybe a little slow. Could work out. You aren't running Giants. I guess, yeah, you're mainly focusing on the aggro style of the deck for sure. I'll have to check this deck out. Alright. We'll get the Cerberus. I can't believe they got rid of my other card. What a pain in the ass that is. Alright, so we can get the setup for the Phantom. Go for a perfect Phantom, but we really want that as a finisher, don't we? Well, I'm absolutely fucked. This has been my problem every single fucking game, and I don't have a clue what to do about it. Alright, we'll increase the odds of killing one of the good things. And of course, I hit the only one I don't want to hit here. Great. Screw it. Alright, so that's going to be 6 in the worst case. I'm trying to think on what actually kills me. At this stage, I can't really think of much. That's a problem. Heal Haven, okay. There's no easy way for me to deal with this board. At all. Gonna be ridiculous. Now I'm confused. I still have 2 shadows. Shouldn't that have filled the board? Hey, weird. So yeah, I got the Cerberus. I crafted a couple of them up. Well, I can do that and then soul conversion. That's not bad. Something. Trust me, I had to get rid of a lot of crap to craft these couple of Cerberus. Like, I got rid of a lot of crappy golds that I had left over. But I had to be kind of picky and choosy on what I got rid of. And I have no way to deal with that. Like, at all. No way to play that functionally. There's no way to play anything else functionally. And I'm dead no matter what I play. Great. See, this is why I don't play this deck. At all. That's my 5th loss with this deck. I haven't had a single win. Etikar gave you death breath. Yeah, I don't have an Etikar either, which is a solid problem, but running a full aggro deck, you don't overly need it till late game anyway. What do we got here? Heal Haven. XXEN. Playing Scripture, Elena, Unreal. That's not too bad. I can build that deck outright. Decent Haven. Alright, I can take a look. I went into cards instead of deck. You have to give me 1 sec overall. I'm gonna build this other deck first. So we'll throw this code in. When? How useless. I have to create my own deck code off it. My capsules on as well. Alright. Play Dragon Fruit? I don't have Dragon Fruit, that's terrible. Really? Shadow Portal of all things. Oh, it hasn't been kind overall. I don't have three of those. I've only got two, so it's not possible to craft that completely. Well, I suppose since there's only two priests, adding an extra row, that's not gonna hurt. The replacement. Plus 3 Uriels seems like overkill. Needs more Bahamut? Oh. Always needing more Bahamut. Save it. Just bloody save. There we go. Jesus. All of them are disappearing and I don't have time to look through them. Damn it. Need a sec to look at this. There. Alright. Don't have enough files yet? Nope. And that deck code doesn't work. Bad aggro, yep. That was only before I crafted the Cerberuses, I just haven't bothered changing it. I run a single execution just to kill off certain amulets and stuff, especially things like blood, it's quite handy. My computer's being a complete pain in the ass right now. Probably because I have like 10 open tabs here that I don't need. Anyway. Okay, I guess I don't have 3, which sucks, but I'm willing to give anything a shot. Okay. Yeah, deck. See, I'd much prefer if people will send in Shadow Portal links. That would help me a lot more than deck codes. Because deck codes mean I either have to be out of a match to look at the deck, or I have to create a Shadow Portal link myself, which then's clogging up my list of Shadow Portal links.
Is fighting and despair all you know? I guess you're looking for a fight.
So, just makes things easier. Jesus. 2-drop heal's not bad. But to send through Shadow Portal links, you'll need to send them to a mod first if you're in Twitch. Twitch is, yeah, paying for that. Unless my only other option is turn off Nightbot, I guess. Which I don't mind doing for now, I guess, so I might fix that up first.
Blue. It's short for blue.
Ah. Not scared of blue on its own. Come on, Google, why can't you just keep my tabs open instead of being a pain in the ass? It has a limit? What? Yeah, then use a URL shortener. That's the one way to do it. Use the use Bitly or Google and create a shortened link. That'll just redirect it, then you won't have a problem with the limit. It's the quickest way to get around it. Otherwise, it's really difficult to try and do enough stuff. We'll get rid of that. So I'm taking less damage for now. I have no clue if this has test strength in it, actually. I didn't even check whether it did. I don't think it does.
Stop.
Not that test strength is overly necessary, but... Where is my limiter? I have no clue. I don't know how that's possible. When I looked, every single card exists. You can't roast him? Aww. That's sad. Take that one for now.
Hurt.
Oh dear.
I'm just a mage who's as old as dirt.
You're done for.
Not really, because plus the deck, the code you gave me didn't work. I did put it into Shadow Portal, it didn't come up at all. It said error. Didn't work. Okay. I don't know. It's hard because it's so fresh. So I'm not sure yet. It'll be interesting to see when Gwen actually becomes usable, how that affects things. But other than that, I don't know. I don't mind the decks that are currently out. I'm really sick of Shadow. Overall, that's annoying the crap out of me. Because there's no real counter.
Here's a little wizardry.
Yeah. It's just a pain to try and work them out. Deal.
And wayward ones.
Really need to pull that. There we go. Planer. Now we can start bloody doing crazy crap. Oh, it's nothing against that. If I was being successful with Shadow, I'd continue to play it flat out. Everyone's going to play what's most effective. No, I have no problem with that. It's just from a competitive standpoint, there's not much you can do about Shadow at the moment.
I'm just a mage who's as old as
Oh dear.
It won't be long now.
It's just like back in the old days. The darkness.
No!
Okay. We'll get that out. We'll get rid of these.
Your evil deeds end now.
You're done for.
Haven still does good versus Shadow. Yep. Does well. It does okay. It depends on what one you're playing. That's the problem. When things aren't going slow as fuck for me right this second. Coding overload. Bye. Processor's trying to handle too much. Which does that occasionally. Google's a pain for that. Alright, there we go. Deck actually comes through. It comes through as rune. That's good. Do a healer. Which are you doing? Yeah, that's mostly my end at the sec, I think. The encoding's being a pain in the ass.
For your body.
I've got to try and find a way to lessen the strain on the CPU a little bit without dropping the quality too much. It's lagging really badly right now.
The real battle begins.
I'm gonna push through this.
I'm here at your. You mustn't.
Can't take the risk of being de-shifted so hard. Yeah, I can't do anything about that right this second.
Unbelievable.
Like, this is actually probably gonna crash. If I'm not careful. I'm gonna have to close all Google operation. Try and free up memory. You'll have to just give it a minute. Oh yeah, D shift is probably the biggest weakness. Oh, fuck's sake. See, it did this yesterday before I started streaming. I had to completely reboot the system.
I'm just a mage who's as old as dirt.
The third Argus slot? Bahamut? Bahamut's a really solid board clear. It gives you basically an extra way to deal with things later in the game, especially if you come up against a blood and need to clear serpents, which is pretty common at the moment. Oh, come on. I can't do anything about this right this second. Fuck's sake. Chrome has now crashed and is just chewing memory without actually closing. Because it's being an absolute pain, I can't do anything about it. Alright, finally that's actually closed. Tarnished Grail is too slow. Oh, come on. Getting ridiculous. Something really becoming annoying. Something keeps chewing memory. Like, it becomes fine and then suddenly it'll just start chewing it repeatedly and won't stop. Totally fucked, but... okay.
Here comes some real magic.
I really need a stronger computer. Runs fine a lot of the time, but sometimes it'll just run into issues.
I envy you.
And of course, I lost there. Alright, you're gonna have to bear with me for the next couple of minutes while I try and sort this out. Been running fine for the last 50 minutes, and now it's just suddenly that the bloody memory is just overloading ridiculously hard. Whatever that is. I don't know what CDF bootstrap is. I can't find a way to actually get rid of that without stuffing stuff up. That's all that's chewing on my memory right now. Try and bear with me for a minute. Is there any way for me to remove that completely? That doesn't even... Don't process it. Okay. That was something else. Why does this have to be so difficult? Free up some space by getting rid of Chrome. That's just everything. Far out. How the hell can I fix this? It's getting ridiculous, guys. I can try ending each one individually, but that will probably just kick them off again. Can't control them. And there is no way to get rid of all of them. I want to see what that's like. Alright. This is an absolute pain in the ass. Oh dear. The other problem is, it's not even memory now, because it says I've got nearly all my memory free. And now it's just being extremely difficult. Alright. CF Bootstrap is an OBS plugin, and I'm not sure what to do about it. Set the game to high priority. Not the game. It's OBS that's the problem. And it's not even OBS as well. It's OBS's sub-program that's a problem. Which is already set to high. Change Shadowverse just in case. Alright. And there goes all that just disappearing on me for a second. That's random. Alright, it looks like things have calmed down now. Just don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with that. Absolute pain. Alright, we get some stuff. Nice. We actually should have enough to get another pack. Awesome. I always go to cards when I need to go to shop. Alright, things look like they're going to be fine for now. I just need some decent luck. Nope. Absolute shit. Alright. At least we can liquefy those. Oh dear. Alright, I actually want to try this deck some more. While I have a chance. Alright. Now I just need this to work properly. Some days you have technical issues, some days you don't. Such is the life of trying to bloody stream. Some days look good, some days look bad.
Is fighting and despair all you know? You must die!
Alright, not bad. Would have been nice to have turn 1, but it'll be alright. Something to start with at least.
My ally is justice.
Come on, stop in. and difficult. Stupid computer.
You wouldn't. The battlefield awaits. Hey, that hurts.
Alright, that's bad. I gotta take the bus. Oh no. Not the bus.
Watch this. You're done for.
Dear.
The untrained will fall behind. War is such fun.
Okay.
Your evil deeds end.
You're done for.
I see, always.
Oh, I'll get rid of that.
We're together forever.
Sword, sure. Sword seems to be amazing in Take 2 at the moment.
Let's speed things up.
Watch this.
What in the...
Okay. May as well set this up. Set up for a nice curate. Alright, now we've actually got some value here.
Leave it to me. No.
Might just board clear it actually. That's not too bad, I guess.
We'll never surrender.
You'll never touch Amelia.
Don't forget, guys, to make sure you're following the stream, subscribe depending on what platform you're watching it on.
It won't be long now. Look at me now, Father.
And I think my thingy's broke as well. Damn, whoops. Don't know which one of these to switch, so just bear with me. That one. Alright. I might have to try switching scenes for a sec. I want to try and refresh it to bring it back, but that didn't seem to work. So I think stuff's broken now on the stream. Oh dear, no.
Save these pitiful lambs.
Do you Twitch? I do Twitch. Twitch should be in the description of the YouTube stuff. I stream to both at the same time, so you can check that out. Two Alberts, my first like, wow, that's not bad. Don't know how to fix the donation stuff now because I think I've broken it. So I'm gonna have to wait till I can actually close OBS and reopen it at some point.
Amelia before all.
Great. That couldn't have went any worse. There's no win condition here.
I have
Same.
lost.
Always my luck, so what's that? 2 losses to this deck already. The only deck I've had any success with is my Control Haven.
Ding
Alright.
dong, ding
Hey, thanks for the follow. And it still didn't come up because I've broken all that, apparently.
Is fighting and despair all you know? Mother, father, come on!
Alright, I fixed that. Okay. I think I fixed it all now. Alright, cool. Good to have followers everywhere. Yeah, I normally have a cool follower thingy, but I broke it, so now I fixed it. See, donations are actually working, so it fixed now. I had to like reinitialize them. So they'd start running again. This is a really bad hand.
Oh, Serpent King.
My king.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, gotta limit my damage. Need some bloody wins. I almost prefer the previous meta. At least I knew I could advance at a steady pace in the previous meta. Now it's just bloody terrible.
The bones embrace me.
Luckily we haven't needed to ban someone yet.
What are you hiding inside?
Why are you quoting all the other things? Quoting your own quotes. At least this punishes their play pretty hard.
You were done for.
Oh, I saw them before. Even though things were pretty broken. I really don't like deck codes. They're really frustrating to use when you're trying to do a stream. Much easier just to be able to open the links.
Want to play?
Jeez. That is a weird deck, that's for sure. Friends of Catacombs is really broken. Yep, pretty much. The only thing that has any advantage only works at turn 10. No, it's fine. I looked at the deck. I brung it up. It's just more difficult for me to do a lot of the time. I'm going to have to set something up in the future where I don't accept deck codes and I only accept links. That will make things a lot easier on me. But we'll get to there. Hey, what's up? Jeez, the Twitch viewers went from having like 20 people on Twitch to down to like 6. Wow. Okay. Priest creates the banish. So I'm dead to Cerberus. I'm dead to the ghost summons. I'm dead to lots of things. Whirl is now in place. I can do that for you. I can get that. The only problem is going to be anyone on Twitch. Come on, let me reply to these things. Alright, you have to give me 1 sec. Thing's not responding now. Did to too many things. Will not do this. Why don't they let me click on that now? I broke my chat feature. Give me 1 sec. I'll post the link on YouTube for a link shortener. That's what I tend to use most often. But yeah, I've seemed to have broke my bloody chat window that I have up here that I usually use. How annoying is that? What is a good budget deck in the new meta? I wouldn't have a clue. In the new meta, a good budget deck, it really depends. At least we won, that's a bonus. Back to being positive again, just above 50%.
I pray that you will be freed from suffering.
The only deck I've managed to hit above 50% with so far. I've played about 20 games, nearly. What are we up to? 9, 8, 17 games. The only one that's been consistent. And I broke my counter, so I'm not using that at the moment. The AEST deck? Yep, it is. It's the one I've had the most success with in the new expansion so far. It's literally three days in. I know. That's what makes things so hard to judge at the moment. I can only base things on opinion and not on fact because I don't have the statistics to back up anything at the moment. Blood, yeah, blood could be quite budget orientated. It could work out. Any of the old aggro style decks will probably still work on the lower ranks. It's only once you go into the higher ranks that it's going to be a problem. Remove the address. Really? Ah, jeez. I've got to work something out. Block spam message. If I disable that for now, maybe that will fix it. Really? I usually have most of the problem with aggro decks. The only thing that counters this deck really hard. Sure, it's stall orientated, but geez. You still get killed pretty easy. And Dragon is not a great matchup. It's kind of 50-50 from what I've experienced so far. Okay. Originally I was just streaming to Twitch. It's only recently that I've started doing both. If you want a link on Twitch, you've got to send it to Fire Spartan first. That's all. Because I haven't been able to change Nightbot yet to allow links. I'm trying, but Nightbot isn't being good. I'm going to try and fix it, so yeah. I was trying to fix it before, but that's when it fucked up. So I need to find where it is. Spam protection. Links. Alright, I'm just going to disable the Nightbot link feature, so you should be able to send it through that. So for now, everyone should be able to post links. Just don't go crazy or I'll have to enable that again. Such a waste to play Decree. But the only other option... There isn't another option, unfortunately. Other than evolving a priest, ramming it, and then using Blacken to banish it. Alright, awesome. Just have to give me some time. I'm running into an issue with my chat, which is being a real difficult pain in the ass for me to click on things. The link got deleted. Really? Did it? Why is this being such a pain today? Alright, I'm gonna have to try and sort this out for next time, so for now it's gonna be difficult. I can see the link there, I just can't click on it at all. Like, I don't know, it's just a pain. Why does this have to happen? Blood seems insane in take 2. Yeah. I had no luck with it yesterday at all, unfortunately. Wait, I played Blood? Yeah, I played Blood yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Didn't have any luck, but yeah. I can't access anything at the moment. Because the program I'm using to do the chat has completely crashed, so I've got to restart that. That's going to take a minute.
Fighting is so crude.
It's just not my day.
The darkness.
Right, that's fine. At least I know our Bahamut can be dropped, so that's actually interesting.
Oh, Serpent King.
Drop a priest just to threaten the board. Alright, hopefully that's fixed now. Looks to be. I can move it around, I can do what I need with it. Cool. So that should have fixed that, which is awesome. Never lucky, yeah.
It won't be long now.
My king.
Yeah, aggro dragon wrecks everything, Haven. That's just what it's designed for. It's basically the only hard counter. That's pretty much a guaranteed kill there.
You're done for.
Trying to keep up with the chats without the chats actually being broken as hell. For now, today's just not the day for this sort of stuff, unfortunately. And then that's just your win rate. I have about a 50-50 versing dragon with this. Usually it's pretty successful.
Make haste, slave leader. The battlefield's ours.
There's no
Needs to be
one else
taken out and needs
better
third howl, yeah. I need things to actually work. I need.
I pray that you will be freed from suffering.
Jesus. Cleaning all this stuff. Win rate's now 55%, not too bad. Alright. Up. Need to be new sometimes, but it's... Yeah, our cat could be an issue. Oh, an aggro dragon is successful, that's not the problem. I'm just saying what my win rate versus most things is. Dragon as a whole, I have about a 50% win rate. I've rarely seen aggro dragon at all. Plenty of ramp, but not much aggro. Gave you a back ticket. Oh, I wish that was the case. Right. Rune, bad match.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
Well, actually, Dirt Rune isn't that bad of a matchup for this deck. So if it is Dirt, I might be okay. Ah, smacking myself on the table. Great. Where do we go from here? Oh.
Maybe, just maybe, this magic will help.
Melv is pretty alright. Melv is probably the best thing in Dirt. Got yourself third hulking. I built the deck last night. Well, a version of Dirt Rune, and it did okay. But not great. I still lost pretty much all games with it. But I can see how it works. It's just a matter of being in the right kind of meta for it. Oh dear.
Atone with your lifeblood.
Right.
Stop!
Your evil deeds end now.
You were done for.
Most likely D shift.
I see, awake.
Bad, bad. No!
Oh dear.
I'm just a mage who's as old as dirt.
You're done for.
Been an absolute pain.
Like back
Come
in the
on.
old days.
Toodaloo!
Still us, even though it's being played in most tournaments at the moment. And it's probably considered one of the more versatile decks for tournament play overall. For ranking, it's not that great. But if you're looking to play anything competitive, it's not that bad at all. I want to clear that, but I don't want to waste things. Running out of options.
The real battle begins.
So I need to be able to get some damage out.
I'm all tucked
Might take Baylor out. I would take Baylor out, but yeah. I don't like Baylor at all. I actually dusted a couple of Baylors because they were bloody pain in the ass. Alright.
You've gotta see me dance! You've gotta see me dance!
Oh, Serpent's
Aim for the heals. That actually seems better than I thought it was going to. Alright. Interesting. Exactly, but that's it. You got to look at it from both ends. Sure, it's not good for ranked, but it's great for tournament.
It won't be long now.
It's just like back in the old
Not every deck's going to be good for one thing. Most decks will be hit or miss depending on what you're playing against in a lot of cases too.
Hey, that hurt!
No different to any other deck. A deck is... Most decks sit at a 50% win rate. Anything that goes over 50% is then considered overpowered. Usually how card games work. Gotta hold out.
Let us conclude.
penitent guilty.
Alright.
No!
Jeez. And that's why aggro shadow at the moment is considered quite overpowered. Oh dear.
Serpent's King.
Alright, I should be able to drop Argus. I guess. Anything else? Yeah, and that's pretty bloody crazy. And I've had absolutely no luck with it. Every game I've played has been terrible. But that comes half down to me not being able to play aggro shadow properly. I have absolutely no clue what to drop and when to play what against what class, so that seems to be a huge problem. I don't think of an option I have left here that's going to be half decent. Probably just heal, drop snake to avoid dying.
Serpent King.
But considering we're only a couple days in, the meta could shift rapidly and eventually make it useless. I need a decree. If I want to have any chance here, I need to draw a decree. I've only got one shot.
My king.
Oh no, that will work.
My Tempest shall judge you.
No!
Time to head home.
When you drop 14-14 hulking giant, yep.
No!
That's a pretty average hulking giant. Usually that's what you want, somewhere around the 12 to 16 range. Yeah, exactly. When we can play Gwaine, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. That's why it's really hard to make too many major judgments. But aggro shadow sitting around, 80% mark is insane for a win rate.
With a bang and a boom!
You gotta be kidding me. Come on. I need this Grail to hit something good. Thank God for that.
Right.
Trying to think about how I play around this. A shitty play, but I've got to get rid of that.
The battlefield's ours.
I risk dying leaving it on board. I have nothing else that can easily counter it. I'm risking dying to bloody any major combo, so when the meta becomes more stable. Oh, most likely. But we're gonna need something major to change it up. While it lasts, yeah. That's it, that's all you can do. I just need to be able to play aggro shadow properly, and I don't know what to do that. I'm thinking of just going into unranked, playing 10-20 games with aggro shadow until I have pretty much all the ins and outs of it. But not even sure whether that will be effective enough. Well, my only win is
Open your eyes.
farm it now.
The god of war here reigns. How interesting.
Not bad. One off lethal with the War Cyclone. That's not too bad at all. Let's see what they got. A bit of grace. Oh dear. It's just, yeah. For me, it's just a matter of learning it. Once I'm able to do that, I should be fine. And they just conceded, okay. Too bad if I didn't have a way to answer any either of those and they could have won.
I pray that you will be freed from
Aggro Shadow is just insane. I don't know what we can actually really counter it with. I've tried most Haven decks against it, and it can still outplay them in most cases. You didn't miss much. I beat the bloody... Pretty sure it was Daria. Why I beat it. Alright, we're gonna play through and play the aggro. See what I can do with it. Against other aggro? I don't know about that. I've tried playing other aggro against Shadow as well, and because of the catacombs, usually you're losing. Is the thing I fear most. Test of strength, yeah. Might be something I have to look into teching in. The only problem is getting test of strength out, and then it's on a countdown, so it only lasts so long. And it's no good to you unless you're playing it early game. So
Come on. Time for me to prove myself.
alright, not too bad. I'm almost thinking of dropping Dead Moon, only because I don't know what I can do with it. I don't really want to have to counter a Shadow with Shadow though. I want something that can counter Shadow heavily, but can also compete alright against Dragon and Haven. Oh, good. All decks to come up against Forest. Must include an Axe deck. Eh. I messed around with it for ages and didn't have much luck with it. Plus, because you've got to play Test of Strength so late, if you want to combo it with Argus at all, then it becomes a pain in the ass. Most Shadowverse Shadow games. See, I struggle in all matchups with it. I either get an overwhelming board and then just lose out anyway, or I just lose. So either way, I'm screwed.
What are you hiding inside?
Get rid of that.
Oh, come on!
You have to know how to play. I know, and that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to learn how to play it enough that it's not a problem.
The forest is
That's actually really good.
I will shine on
Too
you.
amusing.
Oh, come on!
Alright. So the only threat is Will of the Forest. I probably should have actually traded one of these. Can I see a deck list? Yeah, I can put that up in a minute.
Hey, let's play. Hey, let's play.
Well,
From here, intruder.
Test of Strength isn't an effect like that though. That's the thing. Test of Strength is a hard card to classify like that. Because it's a general board effect. It's like playing a field spell. That's all I can compare it to. So the whole field is affected by Test of Strength regardless. This is really bad.
Too amusing.
I will
The
shine on you.
bones embrace me.
I can trade those. Probably could have done this in a different manner actually, but this works out okay, I guess. So I got a decent chance of boosting these guys. In unranked, I played this deck in unranked when I started, and it did alright. It's affected by Test of Strength when you play Argus, drop Test of Strength after it or before it on your side of the board. It's not affected by your opponent's side of the board. It's been tested now, and that's how it seems to work. So it is technically affected by it. As long as it's your Test of Strength, it's affected. That heal's an absolute pain.
Want to play? Gotta take what opponents you get.
Playing other aggro, yeah, that's true.
Let's get into trouble. I'm coming for you.
That's not true.
Detestable.
It's been tested. There's nothing to say except that it's been tested, and the result is Test of Strength affects Argus on when it's on your side of the board. So there's not much else to say there. If you have Argus on your side of the board, the opponent can only attack Argus and can't attack your face. Jeez.
Let's play.
May I ask your name?
Away from here, intruder.
Crystal Tear.
You'll never get near the princess.
Yes, I never said otherwise. He just says not affected by any amulets. But it is. Affected by test of strength. Exactly. Well, it's affecting the board, which is what I said before. I said it's affecting the board as if it's a field spell. That's why it technically doesn't affect Argus. It's making Argus be the only target.
Jump him. I'm sorry, Tia. Oh, come on.
Get that one out. That gives me a shot. Bad now. Might just leave that. Not true. Argus becomes the only available target because all other followers have to hit the follower on board.
Come on, let's play.
But everything on the opponent has. Not technically, I guess. It depends on how you look at it. Either way, it creates a loop where Argus is the only thing that can be attacked. Basically as good as affecting it regardless of anything else.
Mean.
Oh, this isn't good. Okay. I do it. Can't believe that healing though. At that point with strength on the board, you can't. The only way is to get rid of the strength first and then play around that. But to do that, you're looking at a turn 10, turn 9, turn 10 play depending on when strength's on the board.
I will shine.
Exactly.
I will
Argus can still hit face, but everything else has to hit Argus. So it's basically as good as affecting Argus. I don't know whether they will patch it out. Well, that's not what I really said at all. I said the board is affected by test of strength, thus everything has to attack Argus. At no point did I really say Argus is necessarily affected. I'm saying it's as good as being affected by test of strength. There's no good way to win this anyway.
I'm leaving.
For new players, geez, that's hard to say. Kind of want to spread it out across everything because you need a bit of everything. Standard is probably one of the more important ones, but even then. Yeah, it only works for the player that played it, yeah. Pretty much. Not having any success with this deck at all. I said it's as good as being affected. That isn't the case at all.
Mother, father, come on.
It's kind of a pointless argument. It's basically Argus is the only thing that can be attacked when tests of strength is on the board with Argus. Basically all that needs to be said for it. Alright, we get to hit that. I'm phasing us. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, we'll get to that. Not bad opener. Pretty much card fight. That seems to be the way it goes.
What are you hiding inside?
Oh dear. These. Look next.
You're done for.
Not too bad a trade.
I can be graceful too.
Now how do I gotta deal with damn. An easy way to deal with both of these. Deal with that one. I'm gonna lose whatever I attack with anyway, so why not?
Dance, dear. Too amusing.
Alright. Now I just need to draw into something I can actually use. Go with this. Well, obviously other amulets are bad. Argus is the only one that ends up disobeying it due to his effect abilities. It's redundant. By creating Argus, they've created so many contradictions to card text, it becomes a huge issue. They had to reword it like, what, 3 or 4 times? Hmm. I don't know whether to go full aggro.
Too amusing.
Oh, wait.
Your evil deeds end now.
You've gotta see me dance. The real battle begins.
Master's gonna be tough. Oh, that's an understatement. No way to win this hand at all.
Want to play? Hey, that hurt.
Oh, now I gotta get past that. Right.
False idols can't save our world.
They also have a whole English branch and translators, so it really shouldn't have been that hard. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. It's almost as bad as how Force of Will started. That was a shocking way to deal with things. God, I wish Catacomb could combo with that. Wouldn't that be amazing? People have stacks. Can. Good way to pull in viewers, though. That's where most of my audience is coming from at the moment, which isn't too bad. Play tonight and lose back to beat Zero. Ranks aren't affected like Hearthstone at all. So, whatever rank you are, regardless of when things tick over at all, you'll always be that rank. It's not a matter of highest rank, it's a matter of you don't change rank. Those ghosts get banished. Yeah, it would be pretty OP, but imagine the combination, that would be insane.
Let us conclude.
You could create some epic combos off it. Trying to think of my win condition here. And I don't really have one now. I needed 2 more damage. Oh dear. There's nothing left. Because so my only chance is to clear this. That's the small chance I've got left. And then hope to draw into Cerberus.
There is.
Let's get into trouble.
What are you hiding inside?
Yes, I've got double Cerberus. I don't have 3 because I couldn't craft 3. I ran out of files by that point. Once I disenchanted a bunch of crap. Or liquefied a bunch of crap. Now I'm really fucked. Yep, and there goes any chance of that.
I'm leaving.
Draw a rabbit or zombie? Yeah, great. Would have been good if I had kept stuff on board. The Cerberus, I was looking for the 4 damage. Exactly. But I haven't had any success with this deck, and I don't know what I can really do overall to improve it. I don't have the other legendaries for 7 drops, which would be nice as a finisher. But I've just got to either overhaul the deck, find something else, or just completely rework it. Actually, we might change that. I want to do a Shadow more. Now I need to find a way to slot this in properly. Probably drop 2 of those. Russian zombies are incredibly good for clearing. Like getting stormed. Yeah, that's where I run into the problem. No Chimera, so yeah. Like I said, I need to find a proper deck list for it. That was the best I could do at the time. I just need to actually refine the deck down. What's my liquefy strategy? Because I have no interest in playing. Well, I play everything, so my liquefy strategy is anything that seems absolutely useless, I will usually get rid of. Anything animated that I already have 3 copies of normally, I will normally liquefy unless I really like the card. And liquefy any useless legendaries to make legendaries that are more useful.
No. You must die.
Not a big fan of Zombie Party personally. Breath is a good option. Definitely something I'm willing to consider. But because I'm focusing mainly on the aggro,
Seen this.
well, that's a free win, that's for sure.
I pray that you will be freed from suffering.
But yeah. Yeah, I haven't looked at the tournament decks yet. I was waiting for them to come out. It'll be slow and steady, but I'll get there with that. Used aggro show, yeah. So it's definitely worth looking at.
Fighting and despair all you
Craft 3 for day. Oh dear.
Bow before Dark Dragoon, ruler of the skies.
Need some more Onyxes. Oh yeah, the luck has been absolutely shocking. Hold on to that for now. Every time I switch decks, I'm instantly being countered, which is a real pain in the ass. Seen Wing on a couple of aggro show lists. Really? That's a unique one. Pre-pill decks? I'm not sure. They're good for a beginning, I guess, till you get the hang of it, but there's definitely better things out there. Weirdest thing was Goblin Princess. Oh dear. Can you play Hulking Giant? It's definitely worth a shot. I just need to refine most of these decks down as much as I can. Alright. I swear Grail is perfect.
No disruptions.
Easy way to deal with that. May have to just use the Radiance Angels as draw if I don't use my next Tribunal again. Alright, I'm going to have to consider them. I'm going to have to look through a bunch of decks, pick whatever I can find as the best setups, and then try to build around them with what I've got.
Jump into the wind!
My king.
Your evil deeds
I'm going to do this kind of a shitty way, but
You're done for.
worth a shot.
I see, Oleg.
I have no regrets.
Gotta last and stop them from ramping too hard.
Lewis water.
I'm interested to see what you guys consider aggro Dragoncraft, honestly. I haven't seen an aggro dragon. I've seen lots of ramp, but not so much aggro. I haven't tried a forest deck yet. I don't have much for it. There seems to be a couple of tempo style forests which rely on Silverbolt and Wolf combinations, but I don't have enough Wolf to justify making them. I've only got one Silverbolt, so I'd have to craft up more of those as well. And I've been trying to focus more on a few of the other decks. Exactly. If you don't stop their ramp, you're pretty screwed. Alright, we're going to use this as a draw. Okay. Yeah, exactly, that's what I've seen. Mostly ramp and control. I haven't really seen anything else. I really needed a good draw here. I've only got 8. So that's not enough to actually do what I want. Yeah, at least this gives me another draw. Yeah, but even Windrider Zeal is being played in a few of the control style decks as well. Because it's quite a good card, especially in the late game when you can pull off anything else with it. Alright, that's fine. I have to draw some more. Come on.
No disruptions.
God, I almost think I need to run 3 AEST just to draw it by turn 9. Generous Dragon, but mostly ramp. Yeah. What I've seen, mostly ramp.
My king.
That won't completely kill us, which is good.
You have angered me.
My power's uncontrollable.
Can probably drop my Bahamut, just because. Save the Grimir for when I need it. Like next turn, I'll probably need it to clear something on board if they don't kill off this Bahamut straight away. Russian Bane. Okay. One way to do it. There's that, finally. And there we go. As soon as that dropped, I knew that was going to happen. So I have a 61% win rate with this deck so far.
Will be freed from suffering.
And that's another pack. 1,000, so that's good. I saw some of the tournament. It was mostly Dragon, Shadow, Little Blood Sword, bit bit of Dire and a bit of Earth Throw. Yeah, I watched a fair bit of the tournament and... Wait, okay, I'll ask first. Which tournament were you watching? Shadow Nexus tournament? Or different tournament? So I'm assuming Shadow Nexus, which was up today. What was I doing? I was going to the shop. Help considerably. Okay, yep, that one. Yeah. Well, I'm a part of Shadow Nexus and part of their mod chat stuff, and I've been in a few of the other things here and there. And Dirt Rune seems to be like it's going to be probably for the tournaments one of the better decks overall. We're just gonna have to wait and see what Gwaine does, but it's interesting. So I guess on time, yeah. Another bloody mutagen bolt. That's my bloody 5th or 6th mutagenic bolt, and that's another animated one. Jeez. I don't know what I could put as more draw power though. Like I've already got what, three cards for draw there. Then that's technically draw. Then these 3 are draw. These 2 are draw. About all I can really put in without removing too much of the control-y aspect of it. Mutagenic Bolt. Mutagenic Bolt is a great way to finish off an opponent and get a board clear if needed. You don't really want to be leaving it too long. And it seems to fit in a couple of Dirt Rune style decks okay. I haven't seen enough to actually do a full opinion on it, but that's just what I've seen so far. So...
Is fighting and despair all you know? Mother, father, come on!
definitely worth looking at. Oh dear. You have a good amount of time. Yeah, it's not too bad. Follow Dogmas and Beast Calls. Yeah, not a bad option. I need to work out something like that. Definitely worth looking at. Don't want to keep those at all. Oh dear. Get rid of that. Oh dear. Test the strength even worth playing? Probably. I mean, I can throw the priest out, which means it has to be target. Yeah. Combat Dragon and Argus? I don't know. Do I play any other games? A little bit. I haven't done much streaming wise in the way of other games. But I don't mind playing other games. I used to play a lot of FPS. I don't really play as much anymore. I got a Switch recently and been messing around playing a few things on that. I finished Zelda for the most part, all the major stuff. I've been playing Binding of Isaac on there because I enjoy Binding of Isaac and I never actually went out and bothered to purchase it. So I purchased it on the Switch because I knew I could use that portably then. And I used to play Hearthstone up until about 3 months ago when I was just like, no, I can't be able to doing that anymore. Other than that, I occasionally play new style games. But for streaming and stuff, I mostly stick to Shadowverse. I'll mess around with other stuff here and there. Oh, this looks handy. Decent versus aggro, yeah. I did like Zelda. Zelda was quite fun. I really enjoyed it. Alright. Let's screw up their aggro play. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Zelda. It was great fun. There was a few things I wish were more obvious, but hey, thanks for the follow. But it was great. I really did enjoy it. Where do I go from here? Probably just this one. Gives me a draw, gets the clear. Play Radiance next turn. Probably drop Prism to go along with it. Yeah, Valley Dogma, which is quite rare for me to encounter that. Yeah. I've been mostly running this deck. It's doing well. Like, I mean, above 50% win rate is pretty good. Nothing overly wrong with it. Ah, come on. This is always the way. It takes me over half my deck to draw what I need. There's another win. Okay. So that's really doing quite well at the moment.
Pray that you will be freed from suffering.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Nice to see more people following. Also, guys, if you do want to submit your plays and stuff, I'm accepting those and working on stuff for that. So, I just remember the command. Pretty sure that's the command. Alright. Wrong deck. Make sure I pick the right one. Nope, okay, that command didn't work. Apparently. The top play? I really can't remember what I put the command in as now. What a pain in the ass. It's in the description on the YouTube. I might just have to hard copy it into the Twitch chat.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
Submit it to the email address. Through preferably a YouTube upload would be good. But I'll accept raw files if they're alright. YouTube would be much better though. And thanks for the other follow. I'm not sure who that was, but I'm sure I'll be able to find that out soon. Alright. It'll look if I got on YouTube when I start. One that was for Bahamut expansion. Yeah, that's the tricky part. There's plenty for Rage of Bahamut's expansion. There's plenty. There's a whole bloody file here that Emperor of Time has written that I normally use. But it's hard to say at the moment. I probably will do one, but we're probably gonna have to wait a week to 2 weeks before one can come out. Just because it needs to be up to date enough that all the decks kept balance. Haven will be top tier. I reckon Haven will be easily top tier. Very easily. Alright. Get rid of these. Need to keep Shadow at bay. Oh, the Hulking Giant did no damage? That's not good. Unless Dragon gets too much ramp. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Another win. Shadow just doesn't seem to like Haven today. Considering this is all I lost to yesterday. You know, Dragon was pretty even for me, but against this, it was just insane. There's actually a great file here that's the Shadow Nexus has provided for its supporting members, which is awesome. We can actually go through and view all the top tournament decks. How cool is that? Actually really handy for me. Thank you.
Is fighting and despair all you know? Mother, father, come on!
Alright. Get to master in 3 days. I'll give you 1 week. Oh, screw that. I'll be screwed by then. I don't play enough to get to master that quickly. I mostly play on stream, and I play occasionally to complete missions and stuff. And I will play occasionally just to rank up a bit. But most of the time it's just for content creation purposes, which de-ranks me quite a bit. Because if you can't build a board, they can't play. Yeah, true. Probably was then. 2 hulking giants for Dirt Rune. I'd recommend Aegis over Dirt Rune, personally, at the moment. Just because that's probably better. Yeah, it is TOG, yeah. I don't reckon I'll make it with that. If I had to put more time into it beforehand, I might have stood a chance. This is actually really good. Now Tribunal's guaranteed to hit one of those. And that will be what, a 4? Not bad. Full Cloud, go with Ace. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree with Step. Like, that's definitely the fact. Like, it's really early to say, but Haven seems to be doing better. Alright, now I have pretty much no way to deal with that, do I? I've got a 50-50 it. And I got lucky. Thank God for that.
What are you hiding inside?
Alright. Just reading other stuff. Only one practical way to deal with this, and it's really unfortunate. I'm waiting for them Dirt Rune lists. You'll see them, I'm better. Counter Aegis, Ward, beat them, that's about it. They're the only 2 big ways to do it. So I clear the board, I take 2 damage, Cerberus kills me anyway. Heal up, I kill off the Cerberus.
You're done for.
Your path has been obey heaven's word.
Sorry, gotta go.
I try and hold out, I think that's the better play here. They can deal probably max damage actually, depending on whether they use Cerberus's ability, and I don't think they have they? Activated ability. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. That's a loss right there.
Want to play?
Dance, dear bones of white.
No! No! It's the pits for you! I envy you.
Broken Tribunals when you want is another good reason to run Hollow Domains. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Might be also good with the Sacred Pleas, but I've got to fit them in the deck. That's where I'm going to have trouble. I don't know what to run to fit that in the deck. The only thing I can really probably cut will be Prison Princess. But in that same way, I'm going to be losing draw, because Prison Princess is a draw card. The Cyclones are too good for late game. Priest and Ancient Lion are extra board clears along with the Decree. I run 1 single Odin because it's a handy banish. Bahamut's good as well for an extra clear late game, and it's a big body. It's just really hard to cut things. Higher tier 2, lower tier 1. Yeah. Bahamut. Bahamut has saved me in so many games though. Like, absolutely insane. Especially against Serpents for Blood. It's been insanely good. But they have seemed to drop off lately in favor of Shadow, so... Get rid of all of it. Yeah, that was my... That's the only card I can think would be worth cutting. Be over by turn 10 or 11. True. But a lot of the other cards, especially mirror matches, rely heavily on it. It's just a matter of working it out. I might actually be able to. I'm gonna say, is there a quick way to duplicate this? The only way to do it will be to make a... Alright. Drop a couple of those. Drop the Bahamut. We'll go for the other option then. Oops. To attack 110. Yeah. Yeah, 10 cost 4 damage, board clear, plus 4 damage to face is pretty crazy, especially against a lot of these aggro-y style decks. If you pull them into late game, which is Haven's specialty. Click the copy button. I didn't see a copy button. Maybe I missed that. We run 2 or 3 Dogma. I'll go with 3 if we're going to go in on it. I need to drop... Probably drop the dancers then for beast calls. I'll give this deck a test. I played Seraph Haven. You don't use it in Seraph Haven really that much. Not as much. In a deck like this, where you're relying on late game heals, it can be quite important. Well, I was going to go with Beast Calls if I was going to run that anyway. I need more amulets to pop to justify running it. It's always worth testing, so we may as well give it a shot.
Is fighting and despair all you know? Bow before Dark Dragoon, ruler of the skies!
Eh? Would have been nice to have something else, but... I don't know. I find Curate's quite good. 12-12 Hulking Giant, jeez. They were too slow? Maybe. I've had a lot of situations where Curate has saved my ass, especially with the heals. Holy Water doesn't give you much tempo. And because you'd want to play it turn 2, it can be a real problem. It's good in a heal style deck where you're focusing on heals with a laner and stuff, but you've got to consider the fact that you're not getting anything on board. And against aggro, healing 2 damage, not that great in the long run. Like, it's not bad, it's just more difficult. And you gotta justify cuts, like, this is the hard part. The more cards you cut, the less consistent your deck can end up being. And the more you shift from being a control into just stalling the fuck out of them anyway. Which defeats the purpose. I'll go with the priest.
You would
Or it's just a cycle card, 2 mana. Get a small heal. Yeah, that's it. It's not good in the early game. You really summed that up a lot better than I did. That's pretty much it though. Might actually end off the stream after this. I'll try and sort out some other stuff and get all this fixed up, hopefully. But that is why we're testing these decks. Well, it's still early. My first all anime. Wow, nice man. That's really good. Where are most of our viewers at them? 14 on Twitch, 23 on YouTube. That's not too bad, guys. Pulling in a good crowd now. I'm quite happy with this. Did I not click the end turn button, or did that just take forever? Okay. Not too bad.
You have angered me.
Gonna trade, so that's good. Had the vase, I'd make Control Blood, I think of that. Yeah, I'd probably make Control Blood too. To go with the Banish or not to go with the Banish? That's the question here. I think this might actually be better, just because I can combo it with that next turn. And we may just actually take the Evolve here for the damage. Put them on a clock. Plus, Tribunal stops them from playing Bahamut next turn if they end up running it. Just depends. Seen a few dragons running Bahamut at the moment. Alright, a Banish all works. One way to deal with it. The only problem with Dragon now is you don't normally fill the board, so Decree's not so good against them. Like, it's just a standard one clear. Most of the time. Alright, that's easy to get rid of. Even though it doesn't really matter. Ramp won't do anything for them now. Come on, give me something. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Banish come down. Fine. God, that's tempting. I probably would have died if I just played Cyclone. Well, not died, but I would have been in a really bad spot. Good prediction of math if you mess up. Yeah, pretty much. That can be the case. Oh, that's a hard one. I would say Serpent. Serpent is pretty amazing. Can't really go wrong with it. Not a good player, but this is about all I got. Alright. Yeah. Serpent is a pretty amazing card overall. Maybe not the best, but it's definitely probably one of my favorites. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else that's literally the best. Not at this stage anyway. And great, now I gotta deal with that. Easy enough to deal with one of these. Now to deal with both of them. They're basically gonna out-heal me. Dark Janine is really solid. Yeah, not too bad. Jack Joan, I don't know. Anyway. Not a bad card. I haven't seen it much at all though. That's the only thing. Very rarely see it. Alright. I want to hold on to the Odin for now. Just in case. I need to draw my win condition and I need it now. The only chance I've got left.
My tempest shall judge you.
That's terrible.
No! Stop!
Really good round. Yeah, it is. It is really good. That's it. It's not so much that none of them are the best. It's just that they all fill different roles.
Open your eyes. Such pain.
Dragon with heals, crazy man. Oh, at the moment, yeah, this isn't great for me. Not at all. I'm saving the Odin in case another Lucifer gets dropped because I'm going to need to get rid of that. Oh, come on. They've got a full hand. They've got to have something decent to play. Oh, well, that's going to have to be the Odin target. Great. Not really hard. That's actually a lot better. Thank God for that. I was going to have to waste the Odin on it. And be like, no, that's terrible.
I can't keep relying on you, Dragon.
Okay. Now they're just aiming for a board. Too bad an idea. Cyclone does kill all of this, luckily. That's actually pretty good.
My tempest shall judge you.
Oh, Cyclone, yep. Kill it all, so that's not bad. What is left in the deck? No, I know! That's the worst thing ever. This has been my problem. Look at how much I've drawn, and I haven't drawn a single one yet. Okay. One way to go about this. They must have a really shitty hand overall, though, if they're not playing anything good. This just seems odd to me. Well, I've got to draw it soon, so I may as well set up something. May as well get this heal in where I can.
Fighting is so
Jeez, man. Looks pretty good. Nothing too crazy valuable. The Soul Dominator's not bad, but Catacomb's pretty cool looking. Can't post links. I've seen it, so it's fine, but yeah, Twitch, I thought I fixed it, and now it's not being good at all. I was like, come on, why does it have to be a pain? But it'll get there. Alright. I'll save that one, so we might just play the Lion. 10 cards left. 2 of which are my finisher. If I had played it in the last probably 5 turns, I probably would have closed this game out because there's no counter.
My tempest shall judge you.
Stop! No!
Right. Come on. So yeah, I know. If I had have drawn it, it would have been well and truly over. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. You know, I think I've been through almost all my draw power. I think they would have probably one more Bahamut if they're running 3. We've already dealt with 2. You need to beg harder? Oh, must do. Must need to beg a lot harder. This is pretty ridiculous at this point. Okay, Zeus. Zeus is probably just going to be banished. This is ridiculous, though. Might have been a bad idea to play that. Oh, I really don't want to have to craft a third one. I've already spent so many vials and got rid of so much stuff to try and craft everything else. I need like another 30 packs probably before I could bother crafting one. That's fine. That worked out, didn't it? That was actually ended up working out. I can't believe they did that. I may or may not lose to fatigue. I don't think I will. Them playing Bahamut was the best thing that could have happened to me, honestly. We've got to draw it in the next couple of draws for sure. So we're gonna beat them out. Live once today, I really don't know. I'm live. Okay, my schedule should be in the description thing on YouTube there, so you can see that over there. At the moment, I'm going live every day up until my Tuesday, which is most of your guys' Monday, because of the expansion stuff. So I'm doing every day at the moment, but it'll go back to the normal schedule, which is listed in that description. So, you're kidding me, right? There is one bonus to this. I have Test of Strength on board. So unless they banish Test of Strength, which they probably will, now I think about it, Lightning Blast is probably really likely, or they could just play Zeus. But that's got to trade now. Huh. Wow. That's awesome. That was the longest, most drawn out, pain in the ass game. I'm just glad that I actually ended up winning it. Most of it was luck.
I pray that you will be freed from
Wow. And it wasn't even a bloody ranked game. Alright guys, we're going to end off the stream here today. We're at 2.5 hours. That's not too bad. That's about where I like them. I don't like them to be too long or too short at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out any links that are anywhere. You can find all my social networking stuff. So Twitter, Facebook stuff, anything. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll be streaming tomorrow, same time, same place. So you'll be able to catch that. I enjoyed having you all here, and I hope to see all you guys next time. So I'll catch ya. Bye.